The National Electrical Code, or NEC, Article 422.16 requires that dishwashers have a dedicated 15-amp circuit. Article 440.2b prohibits the installation of both a dishwasher and a garbage disposal on the same 15-amp circuit. The rationale behind these requirements is that dishwashers draw a significant amount of current when heating water and operating the pump. Garbage disposals also draw a high current when in use. Placing both appliances on the same circuit can overload the circuit and cause a fire hazard. However, there are exceptions. Article 440.5d allows both a dishwasher and a garbage disposal to be installed on the same 20-amp circuit if the disposal is rated at not more than 3/4 horsepower. Article 440.8 allows both appliances to be installed on the same circuit if the circuit is protected by a ground fault circuit interrupter, commonly called a GFCI. There are also additional considerations to keep in mind. Some local jurisdictions may have additional code requirements that supersede the NEC. It is always a good practice to consult with a licensed electrician to ensure compliance with all applicable codes and standards. The recommended practice is to install dishwashers on a dedicated 15-amp circuit. Install garbage disposals on a dedicated 20-amp circuit if the disposal is rated at more than 3/4 horsepower. Install both appliances on the same 20-amp circuit if the disposal is rated at 3/4 horsepower or less and the circuit is protected by a GFCI. These guidelines help ensure electrical safety and prevent overloads in residential wiring systems. Always refer to the latest edition of the NEC and local codes for the most up-to-date requirements. Understanding these code requirements is important for electrical safety. Dedicated circuits are essential to prevent overloading. Overloaded circuits can lead to overheating of wires, which in turn can cause fires. A 15-amp circuit, for example, is designed to handle a maximum load of 15 amps continuously. When appliances like dishwashers and disposals, which have high current demands, share a single 15-amp circuit, the circuit can easily become overloaded. This is why the NEC mandates dedicated circuits for these appliances. The NEC provides specific guidelines for electrical installations. These guidelines are designed to ensure safety and prevent electrical hazards. The NEC is updated regularly to reflect changes in technology and best practices. Local jurisdictions often adopt the NEC, sometimes with amendments to address local conditions. Therefore, it is important to consult both the NEC and local codes when planning an electrical installation. A licensed electrician is trained to interpret and apply the NEC and local codes. They can ensure that electrical installations are safe and compliant. Electrical work should always be performed by a qualified electrician. Improper electrical work can be dangerous and can create a fire hazard. Ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, are important safety devices that protect against electrical shock. A GFCI monitors the current flowing in a circuit and quickly cuts off the power if it detects a ground fault. Ground faults occur when current leaks from a circuit to ground, often through a person. GFCIs are required in areas where electrical outlets are likely to come into contact with water, such as kitchens and bathrooms. When installing a GFCI, it is important to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. Test the GFCI regularly to ensure that it is functioning properly. If a GFCI trips frequently, it may indicate a problem with the circuit or an appliance. In this case, consult a licensed electrician. Horsepower ratings are used to specify the power of motors. A 3/4 horsepower motor, for example, is a relatively small motor. Garbage disposals are often rated in horsepower. The horsepower rating indicates the amount of work the disposal can do. When installing a garbage disposal, it is important to choose one that is appropriately sized for the sink and the amount of food waste it will be processing. Also, consider the electrical requirements of the disposal. A larger disposal will typically draw more current and may require a dedicated 20-amp circuit. Electrical panels are the central distribution points for electricity in a building. Electrical panels contain circuit breakers, which protect individual circuits from overloads. Circuit breakers are designed to trip or switch off when the current in a circuit exceeds the breaker's rating. This prevents the circuit from overheating and potentially causing a fire. When installing a new circuit, it is important to choose the correct size circuit breaker. The size of the circuit breaker should be matched to the ampacity, or current carrying capacity, of the wires in the circuit. It is also important to label each circuit breaker clearly so that it can be easily identified. Over time, circuit breakers can wear out and become less reliable. If a circuit breaker trips frequently or fails to trip when overloaded, it should be replaced. Electrical wiring comes in different sizes and types. The size of the wire is specified by its gauge. The gauge of the wire indicates its ampacity. Larger gauge wires can carry more current than smaller gauge wires. The type of wire indicates its insulation and its suitability for different applications. For example, some wires are rated for use in white locations, while others are not. When choosing electrical wiring, it is important to select the correct size and type for the application. Follow the NEC guidelines for wire ampacity and dirting. Dirting is the process of reducing the ampacity of a wire to account for factors such as high temperatures or multiple wires bundled together. Electrical boxes are used to enclose and protect electrical connections. Electrical boxes are available in different sizes and shapes to accommodate different wiring configurations. When installing electrical boxes, it is important to follow the NEC guidelines for box fill. Box fill refers to the maximum number of wires and devices that can be installed in a box. Overfilling an electrical box can create a fire hazard. Electrical permits are required for many types of electrical work. Electrical permits help ensure that electrical work is performed safely and in compliance with codes. Before starting any electrical work, it is important to check with the local building department to determine if a permit is required. Electrical inspections are conducted to verify that electrical work has been performed in accordance with codes. Electrical inspections are typically required after a permit has been issued. During an electrical inspection, an inspector will examine the wiring, devices, and equipment to ensure that they meet the code requirement. If the electrical work passes inspection, the inspector will issue a certificate of occupancy. This certificate indicates that the electrical system is safe to use. Remember to prioritize electrical safety and follow code regulations. When dealing with electrical systems, do not take chances, always seek professional help when unsure. Electrical systems are complex and can be dangerous if not handled properly. Consulting a licensed electrician ensures safety and code compliance. They have the expertise to handle electrical installations and repairs correctly. Hiring a qualified electrician is an investment in safety and peace of mind. It's important to maintain electrical systems regularly. Regular maintenance can identify potential problems before they become serious hazards. Checking wiring, devices, and equipment periodically is a good practice. Replacing worn or damaged components promptly can prevent electrical fires or other accidents. If you notice any signs of electrical problems, such as flickering lights, sparking outlets, or burning smells, address them immediately. Ignoring electrical issues can lead to dangerous situations. Electrical codes and standards are constantly evolving. Staying informed about the latest updates is crucial. Subscribing to industry publications or attending training sessions can help you stay current. Keeping up with changes ensures that electrical work is performed to the highest standards. Electrical safety should be a top priority in any home or business. Taking precautions and following best practices can minimize the risk of electrical accidents. Educating yourself and others about electrical safety is essential. By working together, we can create safer environments for everyone. If you have any questions or concerns about electrical safety, don't hesitate to seek professional advice. A licensed electrician can provide valuable guidance and ensure that your electrical systems are safe and reliable. Always remember that electricity is a powerful force that should be treated with respect. By following safety guidelines and working with qualified professionals, we can harness the benefits of electricity while minimizing the risks. The information provided in this video is for general guidance only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice. Consult with a licensed electrician for specific electrical needs and concerns. By understanding the NEC requirements, we can ensure electrical safety. First, dedicate circuits for high current appliances. Secondly, install GFCIs in wet locations. Thirdly, maintain electrical systems regularly. Fourth, stay informed about code updates. Fifth, prioritize electrical safety.